Hey, it's Michael. Hey everyone. It is Monday, February 13th, and I am with Quantum Life, living the quantum life. And what does living with the quantum life even mean, right? So obviously we spell quantum with a K, but it really is about quantum energy. It's about being able to create our own life. Because in quantum energy, they've shown that what you observe is based off on what your expectation is of what you observe. So if you expect it to do one thing, that's what it's going to do. If you expect it to do something else, that's what it's going to do. So being in living a quantum life means that you are embracing the idea that you are setting the standard of what you want to create in that life by your expectations. And, at Quantum Life, we have a lot of tools to help assist you in really moving forward into, figuring out what life you want and how to move forward. So, what I love about tonight is we're going to be working with the tarot cards. Now, I'm going to admit, I am more of an oracle card person. I don't know my tarot as well as so many other people do, but I thought it would be fun. And it was such a cool deck that I had to grab it. It's called the Tarot of the Dragons. And since I work with dragon energy, I really wanted to check out this deck. So have fun with me on figuring out the tarot tonight. So as you join, please say hi in the comments. I'd love to be able to say hi back to you. And let's dive in. So we see Bethany. Hi, Bethany. How are you tonight? Are you feeling okay? I know that we have all had a little touch of something going around. And luckily, I'm almost over mine. Hopefully, my voice will stay with me, though, tonight. That's my weakness, is my voice goes out when I am a little low on energy. But I can't, like I said, I'm excited about the tarot with the dragons. So I want to say hi to Bianca. Hi, Bianca. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Teresa David. Well, hello, Ms. Teresa. It's Monday. I almost called you today. Bethany, still down with the ick, but taking care of herself and resting lots. That's perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing. So glad. Well, thank you so much for all of you coming today. So, like I said, I'm not as versed in tarot, and I'm just kicking myself because I have a little cheat sheet at my office that tells me just at a glance kind of, what thing represents what. Because in tarot, there's the four minor arcana, which is the cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. And each one of those represent an element. And each element has its complexity and the thing that it represents the most. So once you understand what that is, then when you go down on the numbers and understand what the numbers represent, you're pretty much golden on figuring out a tarot reading. Now, of course, tarot also has the major arcana, and they throw in also, if you do a card that's the right side or upside down, it also changes the meaning. But we're going to be in the flow, and we're just going to have some fun tonight. So let's start with you. Thank you so much. So Teresa's saying, yeah, Teresa David is a really old friend of mine. I just called us old Teresa. I hope you don't mind. But we have known each other for 30 years. No, maybe not quite 30, 28, 25 something. But we love getting into the conversation about the esoteric and the metaphysical. So she's a good conversationalist to have. All right, so let's get to it. Bianca, you were up here first. What would you like to ask? And you don't have to say it out loud, but I'm going to pull a card for you. I just want you to get it into your head about what you're asking about. And then I will pull a card and we will see what kind of information comes out for you. This deck has a wonderful book that goes with it also. And I mean, this is like a full-fledged book. Thing's huge. And beautiful, beautiful pictures in this book. So look at that. Oh, Now, see, that's the kind of dragon you want on your side that will hold there. And when they hold something, it's almost always about they're holding wisdom. They're holding wisdom. And, dragons are always talked about how they are very protective, that they protect the treasure, but they're protecting wisdom. That's really what they're doing. So I love this book. Bianca, are you good? Have you figured out what you are setting your intention about wanting to know more about? All right, I've already got a card that's flying out of my hand for you. Ooh, check this out. Sorry, I'm trying to get this lined up so that you can see it. So this is the Empress, it says. The Empress. Look at that mighty dragon. And when I see her over these deers and the rabbit, and is that a porcupine? And even a little baby dragon, can you feel how protective she is? She's not going to take nothing from nobody. And that's really the energy I am getting here with this beautiful card. So I guess my question for Bianca would be, what is it that you need to protect? What is, sometimes we have to create boundaries in our life, and because that protects you, right? So this is either protecting something about yourself or something about someone that's close to you, maybe, or a situation. But I get this energy that you are in a very protective mode, or you need to be in a protective mode. Now I'm going to see what the book says. That was my take. Take it or leave it. See how it resonates with you. And let's see what the book says here. I probably won't read all of it, but I'm just going to see what catches my heart and what you need to know. The Empress is an embodiment of Mother Earth, the very essence of matriarchy and mother. Yeah, the mother energy. It's exactly what I was picking up on here too. Her nest is large, comfortable, provide solace and care. Yeah, very protective. Family is her concern. Again, it's about family. So yeah, this feels like it has something to do with your family and or you, and about the need to be protective of that. So you'll have to let us know if that kind of resonates with your question. I feel like you need to be protective. I'm going to be really clear on that one. Like there is something that you need to create a boundary. And I do feel like it's about you, that there's something about you that you need to create a boundary for you to get to where you're going, to do that next step that is critical in your life journey. So that's what I'm getting for Bianca. All right. We've got Teresa. And again, as anyone joins, please feel free to just say hi. I like to say hi back, and it also gives me an opportunity for us to just talk a little bit as we get the cards that come up for you. So, Teresa, you got your question? Have you figured out what it is that you want to ask about? Let's see what card wants to come out for Teresa. This is fun. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. It was absolutely gorgeous here in North Carolina. It feels like spring has hit early here. It still gets really cold at night, but the day is gorgeous. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm just waiting for that card. None of the dragons are jumping. Oh, there's. Went to the floor, of course. All right. We're going to do it. We got it. What do we got for you here? We have 4 of Swords. And I love this dragon. It's like he's all curled up. Do you know, the energy that I get on this is it's a very, it's like he's sleeping until it's time. It's like, just take the nap until it's time. And until it's time, there's nothing you really need to do. But let's see what comes up here. Now I got to find my glasses, do the cheat sheet thing here. 4 of Swords. Rest, recuperation, peace, relaxation, sanctuary, and rejuvenation. So yeah, but I do feel like there's more to it than just relaxation and peace. It feels like this is your moment to pause. And okay, you know what else is coming is about dreams. Like, when you're sleeping and you're resting, it's just the ideal time to, when you dream, when you're sleeping, you can either go into dreams or maybe you can just daydream. But allowing that daydreaming to happen, or that real life actual dream, either one, but those dreams are what's going to catapult you into that next stage. The dream of the potentials of what's coming. It's not ready. It's time to take a nap, time to rest. You don't have to do anything. You just have to dream it into existence. And I feel like it's just pause right now and then wait until something is so apparent that you need to take that next step. So I'm going to look at this book real quick and see if anything comes up that comes out to me and speaks to me that isn't something I've already said. Your labors have come to bountiful fruition. It's time of Thanksgiving. Oh, I like that. To take this time of well-earned rest and celebration. Give thanks. Be satisfied with where you're at. Yeah, the word, and I'm not finding much more in the book than what I'm already saying. So I just love this card for you, Teresa, because I do feel like this is your time of rejuvenation. So it's a really, really great thing for you to be in that space of dreaming in the next stage. And it's so unlimited. All of those potentials just appear in the nether regions for you to go out and discover and play with. And that's what dreams are all about, is to be able to, in your imagination or your heart space, to be able to go out and just play with all the ideas and concepts that you could be doing without having to actually make a commitment. And then when you feel it in your heart, when because something's going to happen that makes you know that it's time for you to move forward, then you move forward. But until that moment, it's time to rest, it's time to relax, and it's a time to dream it into reality. Yay, thank you. All right, who is next? Yeah. All right, so is it Lois? Hello, Lois. How are you doing? So glad. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Right, get your question in your head. Get an idea of what it is that you are thinking that you want an answer to. And I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to see what pops out. Oh, so she is great. All right. So Lois, let me know when, and the cards will know. What am I saying? The cards will know. That card's going to pop out for you as soon as it's got all settled. It's got your question, wanting to know something. A whole chunk fell out. All right. Let's try that again here. All right, here we go. Ooh, the Sire of Swords. The Sire of Swords. Now, this guy is strong. Do you feel the strength in that dragon? That is a strong, magnificent dragon standing on top of that mountain. There's such an utter strength and confidence to this dragon. And I guess my question for you, Lois, is, there's this real strength and confidence in you, right? Because this resonates with the question that you had. I don't know if you guys noticed. So he's got a butterfly on his claw. Is that what dragons have? A claw? And that's what I love about these cards, is there's a gentleness to them. These aren't ugly dragons that are being mean for just mean purpose. That butterfly. So what I'm getting is, like, you have the confidence, you have this knowing, you have the strength of this dragon. that there's something that's holding you back from moving forward into that. And that butterfly is the gentle factor. It's the, I don't want to say if it's potential. It's something about the gentleness. It's like, don't be scared of your own strength. Don't be scared of your own wisdom, your own knowledge, your own power. Because a lot of us on this journey, and I call us star seeds, we've had a lot of soul experience. And when we've had a lot of soul experience, we have this kind of energy, this kind of power. And from the human 3D perspective, I think it confuses us. And it might feel overwhelming to us even, or we don't know quite what to do with it. But it's nothing to be scared of. And that's what that butterfly is telling us. It's like, you don't have to be scared. You just have to be you, and you still have the gentleness. You can still interact with butterflies. Dragons aren't going to hurt a butterfly. And that's the kind of power that you have, is that you're not going to hurt the butterfly. You're not going to hurt yourself. And it's time to really step into that power. I don't know. That is a strong card. Strong card. So that's pretty cool. I really think that is neat. Teresa was saying that it's always tougher to dream and, of course, relax. So this is a perfect reminder. Yeah, nice. And Lois had said wow to her dragon. I would say wow to that dragon too. That is a really impressive dragon. Something about strength, something about don't be scared of it. All right. Caroline, do you have a question? Caroline, do you have a question? You don't have to tell us the question. Just want to make sure that you're all ready and on board, and that you know that you're up next. Caroline was inviting somebody to join. Oh, there we go. Oops. Yes, I do, she says. Nice. She said she has it in her head. Perfect. All right, then I'm going to just do my job and shuffle. We're going to shuffle away here. Aren't these cards beautiful? I really am liking this deck, even if it's tarot and I have to figure out what the tarot is. Their cards are very easy for me to read, though, just intuitively by pictures, if they're a good sync with me. And these are really proving to be a really good sync, so I'm liking it. Okay. Just need one. Caroline, all kinds of cards are wanting to come out for you. We're sticking to one, though. Here's the one. Nope, we're going to take that one. Big cards today. I tell you, a lot of the major. Look at that guy. So what's this say? The Emperor. Again, do you see the strength on this one? The strength overlooking that entire city. Is that a citadel? A city? Community? Wow. So there's something about this about community for you. I don't know. Have you ever thought about organizing community? That you bringing together the people to feel safe in whatever it is that you want to talk about in your community. I feel like there's something about community in here for you. There's also something in here about reflection. And that might be an inner reflection. If you see down here, it's like in the waters and there's this reflection. There's something about an inner reflection for you to go into your own self. And I don't know if you meditate or go for long walks in nature, but to be able to take the time for yourself to do this reflecting, to really tap into this. And the community is actually falling almost behind. I said community, but I feel like this is the most important part, is the inner reflection. The community is after the inner reflection. So take the time to do some really cool, deep inner reflection work for yourself and recognize that this, in many ways, is you, that big, strong, powerful being is what you're capable of being at a soul level. And as you do this inner reflection, this can reveal itself more in your day-to-day life. We have our higher self that is so wise and knowledgeable and has all of our soul's essence and wisdom from all of our lifetimes, from all of our cosmic experiences. And now we're in this 3D human form. And while we may not consciously remember it, it is still in our heart. It's still in our energy. And that's what I feel like you have the potential of tapping into with this. Tapping into that amazing, amazing part of yourself that is like that. So that's pretty cool. I love it. Katya. Hello. Apparently Katya is saying I confirmed a confirmation. I haven't even pulled a card for you, Katya. Do you want a card? I don't know if you got a confirmation from someone else that I was saying, but we'll pull you a card too. So get your question, get an idea of what it is that you want to ask about. And then let's see what comes up. Like I said, I'm loving these cards. And you are welcome, Caroline. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And we're going to go to Katya and see what card comes up for Katya. I love that name. It's fun to say. It's good to have a name that's fun to say. What kind of dragon are we going to get this time? Jeez, got cards going everywhere. Let's see. Let's take this one. We have, God, all these big cards. Knight of Swords. Look at that. Look at that. There's several things coming up for me on this one. Sure, the butterfly. Oh, the butterfly on that other one, yeah. I'm really feeling, Katya, that there's this whirlwind. It's almost like in this whirlwind is utter confusion, unsurety, unsure of what to do next, unsure of which way to turn. Like there's a lot of confusion in that whirlwind. And I feel like you might be in this whirlwind of confusion. And what they're saying here is the sword, which is the dragon. So it's the Knight of Swords, right? So this dragon is the knight. The dragon has the sword. The dragon has the ability to take that sword and slash through the confusion. That when you own what you are, when you own that, again, that you have this, maybe you're not the dragon, but maybe dragon energy or the strength of a dragon, that when you access that higher self part of you, you're going to be able to slash through, or when you connect to that higher self aspect of yourself, you're going to be able to slash through the confusion that you're experiencing right now. But you're avoiding that because you are, I feel like there's this little piece of you that feels small, and that this feels so big and overwhelming that you don't feel like you can slash through it, that you don't have the power, that you are so caught up in the whirlwind and the confusion that it feels overwhelming. But what they're saying is it just takes you to stand up straight, connect into that higher self aspect of yourself, and slash through it. And if you feel like you're too weak to do that by yourself, you can absolutely ask for help in doing that. Like you can ask for this dragon, like you can ask for the Knight of Dragons to assist you. You can ask for the dragon of confusion to help you and literally take a stance of cutting through that confusion. I've been working a lot with dragons lately about emotions and how they want to help us with resolving emotions. And they literally had me create a whole new aromatherapy line. And I don't think I have a confusion yet, but like doubt comes up with people all the time. And then with this aromatherapy spray, they want you to be able to just spray it and imagine that they are taking away, they're assisting you in taking this away. And then when you're truly in your heart of wanting to release that, you can let it go. You give it to them, let them take care of it, release it. And that's kind of what I'm feeling about this doubt, this confusion that's going on, is that you can just let it go and just ask them to take it for you. There's no need to hold on to that for you. Because, you said the butterfly was a confirmation for you. I don't know if you see yourself, feel like you're the butterfly of that transformation, but this is a transformational moment when you really just release the confusion and ask them to take it away to gain clarity. That's what you're looking for, is clarity. So I hope that resonates with you, and ask for help. They want to help. That's what I love about the dragons. They're a bit snarky on times, but they are the first to assist you in trying to shift something that is keeping you from going forward into the next part of your journey. Yeah. Katya, release it and take it away. Exactly. Release it and take it away. Give it to the dragons. Let that dragon fire transform, transmute through all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Gone. That's as easy as it can be. And then just find the clarity. Find that piercing self-realization that is ready to come to you. All righty. We have Bethany. Hey, Bethany. Bethany wants a card. Of course you get a card. Bethany gets a card. What dragon wants to come forward for Bethany? All right, Bethany, you got your question all asked? Ooh. Oh, Bethany. Oh, Bethany. All right, so that's definitely yours, but I feel like this one's yours too. The cards just broke out in half to this card. So the first one is death. And Bethany, I tell you, my girl Bethany, she is, I hesitate to say that she loves death, but the thing about death is about change. It's about transformation. It's about getting rid of the old and moving into the new. And that's my girl Bethany, and this is what she's doing. Look at that. That is a kick-ass dragon that is going to take you through this change. All right. But then this other one came up. The other side of it was the Fool. Don't you love just how they have these cute little animals under that dragon, and they know they're safe. They know they're protected with this dragon. What has he got in his mouth? Oh, it's like he's got the white rose in his mouth. Is that not the coolest? All right. Time for rebirth. Exactly. All right. So the Fool, I want to make sure I get this right. New beginnings. Yep. I mean, Bethany, only you would pull these two at once. All right. New beginnings, adventures, free spirit, spontaneity, travel, originality. Those are some two powerful cards to be getting right now. So when I'm feeling into this for you, yes, Bethany is saying it's time to leap. I feel like, so look at these two up in the corner. There's two dragons. And I feel like these are like watching over you. Like you talk about having to, it's time to take a leap. And it's like, take the leap, because you have these two that are protecting you, that are looking out for you, that you're not doing it alone. You're not doing it alone. And The other thing I get with this is to take this leap. I keep talking about the strength of these dragons, but for you, it's about the softness of this little, I don't know, is that a tiger? I'm going to call it a tiger. I think it's a tiger. The softness of that baby tiger. It's the new beginnings, but with the softness of this, the softness of this newborn tiger that's going to grow up to be really fierce. But right now, you're just still a baby tiger. And that's the heart, though. That baby tiger is the heart of you taking this next step. It can be kind of scary for the baby tiger, but you're going to be watched. You've got dragons looking out for you. And with that purity, that beautiful softness, how soft baby tigers are, the softness of not only the physical softness, but the emotional softness of letting go and taking the leap. And I think you know what that's all about. That is really cool. I like that for you. I like that. I don't think this is any surprise. Look at everything. It's all this stuff. It's time to go. It's ready to be let go. It's ready to be let go. All right. So anybody else that, I'm just looking at the comments here. Yeah, so, yeah, you're welcome, Bethany. You're welcome. I like those. It seems like you get that death card so often. All right, anybody else that's wanting to get a card? We are getting to about 6:30. So if there's anyone else that wants to get a card, just speak up and let me know. Otherwise, I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. Just let me know if you want a card. It's been so much fun hanging out with all of you guys. And like I said, I'm loving this deck. Quantum Life is having several other events coming up. Wednesday night, I have a Love Yourself meditation. And that's going to be a live stream also. We're just going to spend a little time together and do a little guided meditation about receiving some love, some love that's going to connect us into our own heart, but also the heart of our higher self, our spiritual teams. All that good stuff to receive since it's Valentine's week. And it's time to accept that love. It's a time to accept that love. All right, so so interesting how I'm getting these people who want to come in and do things that are not in alignment with our event. They are like trying to hijack people into getting contact information or something. I don't even know how they do what they do, but they're trying to get comments but we're going to just block them. All right. Anybody else? Any other? I think I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I've got that event on Wednesday. What else do we have coming up? Then that's going to be just a live stream. So it's just kind of almost the same place. We have a community event at the store in downtown Cary on Sunday, February 19th. It's the new moon in Pisces. So that new moon is an opportunity about really starting to focus in on what you want to manifest in this next moon phase. And so at the store, we offer you the chance to write on some flying wish paper. We set it on fire and you can watch it float away. And we also do card pulls there. So, and Bethany actually usually pulls those cards, depending on who's working that night. I don't know. Is that a Sunday? Yeah, it'll probably be Bethany to pull cards on the new moon in Pisces on Sunday, February 19th. It's for 1 hour from 5 to 6 p.m. And then on Tuesday, February 21st, I'll be back in a week. I'm going to start doing this on Tuesday nights just to get together with everybody in the community, pull some cards, get in touch with one another, see how everyone is doing. And then Saturday, February 25th, we're going to be at the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo. And I have a workshop that I'm offering, an hour workshop at that event, about why you feel stuck and triggered and how to heal. So if you are at the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo on February 25th or 26th, I will be there. So come by. It's a free workshop once you have already gained admittance into the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo. And if you're not going to the Body, Mind Expo, Mariella is offering an Abundance Master Group session on the 25th from 9:30 to 11:30 at our group event location, our office. So all those tickets are on quantumlife.com. So if you're interested. All right. So looks like we have one more person. Christina, are you pulling cards? My girlfriend told me to join. I am pulling cards. If you want a card pull, I'd be happy to do that for you. And I just, in your head, imagine what question you have, and then we will pull a card for you and see what comes up. All right. So Christina, Norman, McAllister, we're just going to focus in on you and see what card. Oops, there you are. All right, so you definitely got, ooh, that's a fun one. So I kind of got two. The one that really jumped out is the Lovers. Fun energy to have around Valentine's week. That's a really cool card. These are new cards, so I'm just kind of looking at this and seeing so obviously this is about relationships. So something about a relationship. I don't know if this is about a girlfriend relationship or, like a romantic relationship or a friend relationship. Could even be about family relationships, work relationships. I am feeling like this is more romantic or intimate. Like there's an intimacy in this card that is pulling me in. There's something about in the relationship, there's one of you that is either holding back or it's like it's undercover. If you look at this card, how the water here and how this dragon is like hiding under the water, it's like one of you is presenting yourself full force and maybe eagerly or just completely there, while one of you is not. And so there's a balance that could be had here that I don't feel is maybe there. So you have to let me know. And so then the other card is Three of Pentacles. Let's see what the Three of Pentacles. Pentacles being Earth. Earth is usually very much about the grounded aspect of something. So three, teamwork, collaboration. That's interesting. So teamwork, again, like I said, this goes with a partnership thing, right? Teamwork, collaboration, shared goals, or efforts. So it's like, so there's something out of balance in a relationship. And it doesn't mean that that's bad. It just means like it feels like it needs to get into balance. So that's what I am getting for you. Because like I feel like there's this potential that it could be completely in balance. If you look at these two, how they are perfectly in sync, on the same ground, working together, and they're not having this other type of relationship where something is hidden and the other one is coming on strong. So yeah, something about a relationship and the need for balance. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I get a little heart. Thank you. Thank you. I love my hearts. Makes me feel, a little bit of love for everything. Yeah, it is very interesting. Very helpful. Okay, that's interesting. So I just looking at this other one, the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something that you have the wisdom of, like you're holding this scroll. I feel like this is you. You're holding this scroll. You have an inner wisdom about this, or not, I want to say insightfulness about it. Like there's something that has come to you and they want you to realize that it needs to be validated. You need to validate what you've already had insight about on this, is what they're telling me. Beverly. Bev? Is this my Bev? How you doing, girl? I wish I could see the picture. Christina, yes, nice. Good. I'm glad it feels good for you. All right, Bev, how you doing? I haven't seen you in so long. It's so fun to be able to do these live streams, and then people that you haven't seen for the longest time, can come in and we can reconnect. So this is really cool. All right, so Bev, I want you to feel into whatever you want to ask about tonight. And let's see. Oop, you got a card already. Ooh, oh, Bev. Sometimes I don't, it's easier to do readings if you don't know anything about the person, but it's also really interesting when I do know something about them and then the card pops up that is so obvious. So Bev, the High Priestess card comes in for you. This is all about acknowledging who you are and stop hiding. Stop hiding, girl. It's like you've got the scroll. You've already graduated. You know this. Don't let everything. Yeah, that was it. They're like, okay, so like the moon that I'm trying to see, like, so when with my intuition, I feel the metaphor that's in the card to how it applies to a person. So when I look at that moon, to me, it's a scythe. But it really is just a moon. It's not a scythe. But what they're showing me is that's a scythe. And that scythe, which is a cutting instrument, a scythe, it could cut through that wisdom if you aren't going to step in and grab that wisdom and use it. It's almost like start using it or else vibe is what I'm getting with you. So how's that feel, Bev? I hate to be so blunt, but they're doing it. Look at the eyes. Look at them staring at you. Like, come on, girl. It's time. It's time. It's time. Oh, I love these cards. This is my new favorite deck of all time. All right, Bev. You're amazing. You are amazing. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else before we finish up? This has been so much fun. I'm so glad you guys came and spent this time with me. And I got to get to know you just even a little bit, even if it is just through the cards. If there's any, I saw somebody invited one other person. I'm just going to wait a second to see if they show up. But otherwise, I think we're going to start wrapping up. So again, we're going to be doing this Tuesday nights. And it's 6 o'clock Tuesday nights. And there she is. Anna, I would love Batista. Anna Batista. Then you shall get a card, Anna. All right, we are going to do this. Let's get a card for Anna. You got your question. You kind of put it out there. just kind of say it in your heart so that it's felt into the universal vibration, and we can see what comes up for you. Oh, there's your card. Just flies right out. The Page of Swords. I like that. This is really, compared to so many of the cards tonight, this is a little bit of a lighter energy. More of a playful energy. Do you see that butterfly on the top of that sword? It's like balancing on the very tip of that very sharp edged point. And the dragon doesn't care. It's like, there's just no concern with this dragon. It's like, it's fine. The sword is fine. The butterfly is fine. I'm fine. It's a beautiful day. It's a very easy flowing energy. I'm just going to see what comes up here. Page of Swords. Page. Curious, energetic, communicative, inspired, alert, vigilant, witty. So those are the words that are coming up. Yeah, I just feel like you're in the flow. Like you're in the flow. Like you are, if anything, it's like you're ready to take flight. Like you've been very patient. You've been in the flow. You're kind of accepting of where you are, which is great to manifest, is to be in that acceptance of where you are. Although there is a little bit of a ignoring an aspect of where you're at too, but it's almost like you're ignoring it. So it's like, la, 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 I'm fine. And it might be an opportunity to maybe turn that head and look at it from a different perspective. But I don't feel like you're out of the flow. Like I feel like that the things are in flow, and that when the time is right, if you remain in flow, if you remain in curiosity, there's something that's going to come across your trail that's going to make you turn your head and really look at it. And then that's going to lead you to the next thing that you need to do. But this is a great energy for manifestation, to be able to be in the flow, to feel at peace with where you're at. And I feel like an 80% peace with where you're at. And this could be about one certain situation, but that when that thing streaks across here, that dragon's alertness is going to come out, and you're going to be able to follow that to your next stage. I hope that makes sense. I am going to look this one up on the book. I haven't used the book a lot because it wasn't really resonating with me that much, but we will do this one and see if anything in it catches my eye. Yeah, breeze and anticipation of flight to come. Kind of like what I was saying, like something's going to cross your path that's really going to get you to the next phase. But you're in such a good place right now because you're not in angst, you're not struggling, you're not in denial. You've got, so they're talking about a sense of wonder, which is amazing, that curiosity. Plans are being made, but they're still in the early stages. That's, yeah. And Anna's saying this is making sense, so that's good. Yeah, I just feel like you're on the right path. Everything's kind of falling. It's just that something's going to streak in front of you at some point. Something's going to change, and you're going to know it. You're going to be able to just, with the dragon eyesight, they're going to notice something streaking across that valley, and you're just going to go, oh, that's it. That's the thing that I need to follow next. So I'm glad that makes sense. Awesome. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone so much for being here. And like I said, we will be here next week on Tuesday. We're going to make it a Tuesday night at 6:00 event. And just tell your friends, and we will just get down with some cards and have some fun. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have a chance, check out quantumlife.com, quantum with a K. And of course, we have our store in downtown Cary. We've got upcoming events on that quantumlife.com. And we've been working on all kinds of fun things. So make sure you check it out and stay tuned. And I will see you next time. Many blessings. Namaste.